Blog Talk Radio.
Hello, guys. Hello. I am so excited to be back with you here. It's been a little minute, and I'm just so excited to be here. We are going to continue to talk about what we've been talking about, just in a different light. We're going to continue to talk about stress relief, relaxation, on those lines. But first, go ahead and press that follow button so you can follow me here as we meet right here together and just talk. Let's just have a discussion today. And when we're done, we're going to have a little exercise at the end. So I'm so excited to be with you today. So hopefully you guys are in a comfortable position. I always want you to be comfortable when you're listening to me because we're always going to do a little bit of an exercise at the end most of the time. So we're going to kind of talk about the mind-body connection and how the deep breathing and meditating sort of brings that together. You know, your body responds to the way that you think, the way that you feel and act. And this brings it all together, that mind-body connection. So when you're in good health, good emotional health, you are aware of your thoughts, you're aware of your feelings, you're aware of your behaviors. So you have, at that point, learned healthy ways to cope with stress and cope with problems. That's a normal part of life, unfortunately. So we're just going to chat a little bit about this. You know, if you find that you're always stressed and anxious or upset, you may not have learned that yet, how to make that mind-body connection, how to handle some of the stressors in your life and bring it all together, making your stress level, you know, bring it down, you know, be in control of your stress level. And if you're not allowing these feelings to take control of your life, you may begin to feel ill, or you may, you know, experience physical symptoms because stress can actually bring on physical symptoms. And you may have things like muscle spasms or, unfortunately, health issues like ulcers, etc. These changes could be that your body's trying to tell you that you're not doing something right, and that something that's not being done right could be bringing that stress level down. And so we're going to talk about that, you know, as we go through our day-to-day. You know, I always say how we experience all of these sensory things, you know. We always have noise in our ear, you know, no matter where you are. There's loud noises if you're in traffic, if you're at home, you know, television, you know, family talking, you know, just wherever you may be at work, there's noise. So sometimes, you know, going through our day-to-day, we have all these sensory experiences, and it causes our stress level to be high, causes us to be anxious. So stress can be your response to the demands on your life every day. And the right amount of stress motivates you to be in that fight and flight, on alert, and focused on everything that's going around you, everything that's going on in the world. So too much stress can cause you to feel tense, can cause you to feel anxious, and actually a lot of times you're just irritable because you become overwhelmed. And as I always say, in our daily duties, our day-to-day, sometimes it's quite overwhelming. And there are many factors that contribute to that can contribute to your stress. And they can build and build and build upon each other. And things that can cause these stress, you know, that can cause the stress, it could be financial difficulties as well, medical issues, you know, just things that life brings. You know, different situations, but, you know, in positive events, you know, can also cause that. You know, it can be a happy event like a wedding or a birth, you know, they can get your stress level going. So it's not always bad things. We just have to be aware and be mindful, and that's where mindfulness comes in as well. You hear me talk about living mindfully. It will help you to be in control of how you respond to different things and cause you to respond in a good way that'll be great for you and not react to situations. So when the body senses these things, senses the stress, it releases hormones that makes your heart beat fast. It makes your body react and respond and causes you to be anxious. And the stress hormone, it can raise your blood pressure, which is not good, and it can cause your body to retain fluid. There's just so many things that stress can do to you, and I'll get into all those things, but there's so many health issues that can come your way because your life is stressed or you're stressed, and unrelieved stress can make your immune weak. It can make your immune system, and it can make you sick. So there's a lot of things, a lot of reasons, let me say, that we want to deal with stress in our lives. So whatever that could be stressing you out, if that is you today and you are experiencing stress, it's time to do something about it. It's never too late, but it's time. It's time. It's always time to do something about stress. So right here, just for a moment, I want you to take a deep breath. You probably feel a little bit better just by taking that time just to take that deep breath. So what stresses you out? I want you to take a moment to, while we're talking right here, be present with me right here now, and I want you to engage in this activity with me. I want you to take a moment to think about how your body reacts to stressful things, to stressful situations. Just think about it for a moment. Does your heart rate increase? Do you grind your teeth or, clench your jaws? Do you make fists, frown up? Everybody reacts differently to stress, but those are just some examples. Do you do any of those things, or are there other reactions that you have? Now, recognizing what your stresses are, it'll make it easier for you to control your stress level. So I want you to think about that. What makes you stressed out, or what makes you anxious? Just reflect for a few minutes on the biggest stressor in your life, or stressors, if there's more than one. And hopefully you have a pen and a paper. I'm always getting you to write something down or do something activity-wise, so hopefully you guys have a pen and paper. If you don't, do it mentally. Write down 5 to 10 stressors. I'd rather you write it if you can, because it's good to see it. These are things that, for you, you won't be sharing them with anybody, of course, so it's just for you to reflect, and it's going to benefit you. I want you to be specific when you're writing these things down. If it's your finances that stresses you, or whatever it is, grocery, whatever, any type of money problem or person problem. So just write these things down real quick while we're here together right here. I'll give you time to do that. Now look at this list and look at the number of stressors that you're dealing with. Look at these things that causes you high amounts of stress. Look at number 1 to number 10. Identify which one is the biggest one. And let me tell you something. Identifying which one is the biggest one, which is the biggest stressor in your life, if you're able to identify that, this is the first step in dealing with your stress more effectively. If you can identify those stressors and you can say, hey, this is number 1, is improving that little simple tools that you learn to use to control yourself when it comes to stress causes a major, major, major difference in your life on a positive note. And I'm going to tell you some things. I'm going to give you some things to do. And it's nothing new. You hear me talk about it all the time. This is a reminder to those that listen to me and a reminder to those that just hear me and just sharing with you for those that are hearing me for the first time. You'll hear me say this over and over. Deep breathing, meditation, wonderful things that can be used daily. It's free, anywhere, anytime. You can do these things. These simple tools for stress release can be used on the spot whenever you're dealing with something. As soon as you notice that your stress level is growing, that it's been affected, you can use these to prevent a buildup of unhealthy stress in your life. Deep breathing, inhaling, exhaling, breathing in deeply, exhaling, breathing in, breathing out. This exercise can be done anywhere. And you'll notice, even when you took that deep breath a few moments ago, it helped you feel a little bit better. It helped to calm you down. So take a deep breath. Take another deep breath fully in and exhale. Notice the calmness as you release that breath. Do it again. Deep breath in and exhale. Notice the calmness as you release that breath. Deep breath in and release all the stress. Isn't that amazing? It is such an amazing effect that deep breathing can have on you, a positive effect. Meditation, meditating, just calming yourself and thinking on absolutely nothing. Imagining yourself in a place, your favorite spot, and just sitting there and just embracing that. Forgetting about what's going on in your life, not concentrating on what's around you. Just sitting in that quiet space and allowing your mind and your body to be calm. It's amazing. Did you experience that, like a little shift, a little quietness? It's amazing what meditation can do. Just a few moments of meditation can change your life. A few moments of relaxation can change your life. Breath work can change your life. A few breaths in, a few breaths out, stepping back and just taking that purposeful pause. So I'm going to challenge you here today is to take a step back and just pause for a moment, make a quality decision to take control of the stresses in your life. You can make the difference in your own life. Until next time, it's been wonderful, and I want you guys to take control of your stress level, change your energy, change your life. You change your breath and just breathe. Take those step backs, purposeful pauses in your day-to-day. Do that and watch your life change for the better. Have a wonderful day. Shalom.